Okay. First topic natin. Ayan. Lesson 1, Statistics and Simple Statistics Instrument. Yan. Okay.
Okay, thank you for the responses. So again, our agenda for the second semester for this subject, of course, we need to study AIAP for you to help you to be further.
Objectives po natin, pakibasa, taginod,
or AIAP. The reasons why, because communication and English are
at the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to correctly define statistics, accurately differentiate sample of population and group data from group data, inferential from descriptive statistics, and appropriately apply concepts in statistics in real-life word problems.
Okay. Bali, ito po yung mga objectives natin sa lesson 1. Ngayon po, kapag natapos po yung 40 minutes natin, balik lang po sa link ha, kasi marami po tayong hahabulin. Bali, 3 topics po tayo for today. Pero kung hindi talaga abutin, next meeting, ihahabol natin yung topic na naiwan, then isasabay ko na yung activity na gagawin ninyo. Thumbs up po tayo kung nag-gets natin or naintindihan natin yung sinasabi ko. Okay.
In academic aspects,
okay. Statistics, a branch of mathematics that deals with collecting, organizing, and representing data to address a certain phenomenon. Wait lang po, ano yung ubo ko eh.
There are two-way communication process which is 17.
Okay. Yeah.
Skills. That's why we have
a branch of mathematics that deals with collecting, organizing, and interpreting data. Ano nga bang statistics? Lagi lang natin naririnig ang statistics, pero hindi natin alam kung ano ba talaga yung meaning or definition ng statistics. A branch of mathematics that deals with collecting. Ano ba ginagawa natin kapag collecting? Ano po ginagawa natin kapag collecting? Ayan, nagagather ng information, nagko-collect ng mga data. Then organizing. Pwede nating i-organize yung data from highest to lowest, lowest to highest, or other parang iba pang bagay na pwedeng i-organize yung data. No? Ganun po natin ginagawa yung statistics. Then, interpreting data by using charts, graph, no? Then analysis. Ayan. Yan po ang meaning ng statistics. Okay, example po natin, doctors use statistics to understand a certain illness, no? Parang ginagamit nila yung statistics para makapagbigay ng idea kung paano masusolusyonan yung sakit ng isang tao, no? Then marketing strategies use statistics to see the current trend of the market. Nag-survey sila kung ano ba ang patok sa panahon ngayon. Syempre, para kumita ng mas malaking halaga. Yan po ang gamit ng statistics. Next po, population. The set of all wait lang.
They are all very efficient and effective in terms of English language. That's why, in terms of
the set of all data under a study, no? Example po, a study regarding the average height of students in a school requires the set of all students studying in that school as its population. For example, ang population natin is buong Yumstrand. Buong Yumstrand. Ayun po yung tinatawag na population. Kabuuan ng Yumstrand. No? Mamaya malalaman natin yung difference ng population sa sample. Ito po yung sample. The set of data drawn from the population. Parang kinuha doon sa population. Okay, example. A study regarding the average height of students in a school may focus only on the sample set of students in a single grade level who are studying in that school. For example ulit, kanina sa population, kabuuan ng Yumstrand, no? Then, ang pwede nating maging sample doon sa Yumstrand is 11 Yums1. Kukuha tayo ng isang section sa buong Yumstrand. Gets po ba natin ang difference ng population and sample? Thumbs up po tayo kung gets natin. Okay. Malinaw po, malinaw Malinaw. Population, kabuuan. Sample, kukuha ka lang ng sample sa population. Yun po ang pinagkaiba ng sample sa population. Next. Descriptive statistics. Meron tayong dalawang kind of statistics. It can be descriptive, then it can be inferential, no? Pag sinabing descriptive, a branch of statistics that summarize and describe the important characteristics of population or a sample. From the word descriptive, ano ba ang root word ng descriptive? Ano po? Root word ng okay, describe, no? From the word describe, doon sa nakuha nating data sa ginawa nating research, ang gagawin lang natin is i-describe yung data or isa-summarize, no? Okay, example natin, consider a study regarding the preference of 20 randomly chosen students in a certain school through a survey that consists of 6 given routes, no? Ayan. Then, meron tayong nakikitang data dito, graph. Example, the figure at the right summarizes the route preferences of all 20 students. Okay. Ayan po. Dinescribe natin yung mga data, then sinummarize natin. Ang preference pala nila is, ang preference pala ng 20 students is 4, no? 4 apples, 2 bananas, 3 grapes, 4 mangoes, 4 oranges, then 3 strawberries. Parang sinummarize na natin, then dinescribe pa natin. Descriptive, describe. Ayun lang po yun. Descriptive, describe. Next is inferential statistics. Used to draw conclusion, make prediction, and make decision about the characteristics of a population by looking at the information contained in a sample, no? Ayan. Ang pinagkaiba ng descriptive sa inferential, kapag descriptive, describe and summarize. Kapag inferential, ginagamitan ng critical thinking, no? Ayan, kanina nakita natin yung graph ito.
So that will be the end of the introduction.
Kung papalawakin pa natin yung thinking natin or yung alam natin dito sa graph, pwede tayong gumamit ng inferential statistics. Ayan, consider again the study regarding the route preferences of 20 randomly chosen students in a certain school through a survey that consists of 6 given routes. In inferential statistics, we can reason out that 20% of all the students in school prepares apple. Kung babalikan natin, ilan yung ilan yung mga students? 20. Ilan yung may gusto ng apple? 4. Bali, ang gagawin mo is 4/20 para makuha mo yung percentage ng apple doon sa buong ano po? sa buong data na nakalap natin, no? Bali, ulitin natin, descriptive statistics, ang ginagawa natin dito is dinedescribe natin and sinasummarize. Pagdating naman sa inferential statistics, ang ginagawa natin, gumagawa tayo ng conclusion, gumagawa tayo ng prediction, or in short, ginagamitan natin ng critical thinking. Okay, gets po ba? Thumbs up po tayo kung gets natin.
Siyempre masasabi niyo na meron kasi na-discuss na natin. So lesson 1.
Okay.
What is a thesis statement?
Okay, next.
For our papers to be convincing,
Statistical instruments. A device used by the researchers to gather data. Ito naman yung mga ginagamit ng mga researchers para makakalap or makakuha ng data. Example niyan is questionnaire, di ba? Lagi naman tayong ganyan, no? Kapag may research, questionnaire agad ang binibigay ng researchers sa mga respondents para makakuha ng data, no? Merong dalawang uri ng instruments. Wait lang. Researchers completed instruments. Statistical instruments specifically filled by a researcher. Bali, ang researcher completed instruments, ito yung instruments in research na dapat si researcher ang gagawa or si researcher ang sasagot. For example, rating scales, siya ang gagawa nun. Diba? Siya ang gagawa nun. Then, kapag nagawa niya na yon, pwede niya nang isend doon sa mga respondents niya. Interview schedules or guides, tally sheets, flow charts, performance checklists, time and motion logs, and observation forms are some examples of researchers completed instruments which are to be filled by the researchers. Okay. Ulitin natin, researchers completed instruments. Si researcher ang gagawa or si researcher ang mismong sasagot doon sa ginawa niya. Next, subject completed instruments. Subject completed instruments.
Okay, very good.
Statistical instruments which are to be filled by the subject of the study or the one being studied.
First, introduction.
Pag sinabi nating subject, ang lagi nating tatandaan is the respondents. Yung pagkukunan mo ng data. Statistical instrument which are to be filled by the subject of the study. For example, questionnaires. Yan, yung questionnaires dapat yung respondents mo ang magsasagot niya. Self-checklist, attitude scales, personality inventories, and etc. and etc. Ulitin natin, researcher, completed instruments, si researchers ang gagawa or sasagot. Then, kapag subject, completed instruments, si respondents o yung pinagkukunan mo ng data, yung sasagot doon sa questionnaire, sa checklist, and etc. Okay, gets po yun? Thumbs up po tayo kung gets natin yung dalawa. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next is ungrouped data. Grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, nalalaman na natin to yung ungrouped data and grouped data. No? Ungrouped data are raw data. Pag sinabing raw data, hindi pa siya naka-arrange. Kinolekta mo yung data, hilaw pa. Hindi mo pa siya na-arrange, hindi mo pa nalalaman kung ilang percent siya, hindi mo pa nalalaman yung katangian ng mga data na kinuha mo. Raw data. For example, ito, yung 20 randomly chosen students na may fruit reference, preference, no? Kung makikita niyo dito, rumble pa yung mga fruits, no? Apple, banana, mango, grape, mango, orange, rumble pa sila. Ayun yung tinatawag na ungrouped data. Hindi pa natin siya na-arrange, no? While the group data presented in the form of frequency distribution. Kapag sinabi natin frequency distribution, bawat fruit, magtatantos tayo, no? Ayan, okay. Example, the given table here is an example of group data. Kanina, ungroup. Kanina po ungroup. Ito, hindi pa siya naka-arrange. Ito po, hindi pa siya naka-arrange yung mga pictures ng fruits dito, hindi pa siya naka-arrange. Ayun yung tinatawag na ungroup data. Kapag naman group data, ayan, naka-group na siya. May category na siya, tsaka frequency. For example, apple, bananas, grapes, mangoes, oranges, and strawberry. Then, kukunin natin yung frequency. Tatantosan lang natin yung mga fruit para makuha natin yung frequency. Dito po sa data natin, sa una, ilang apple yung nakita natin? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaya doon sa group data, ang nakikita natin sa frequency is 4. Ito po. Yeah. Banana, meron tayong 1, 2. Yeah. And etc. Dapat ang maging sum ng frequency natin is maging 20. Kasi 20 students yung may preference ng fruit. Okay. Thumbs up po tayo kung nagets natin yung ungroup data at saka group data.
Para maging accurate yung information.
Okay, very good.
Stated as facts.
Next. Primary data can be collected by personal investigation, hiring trained investigators, using questionnaires, conducting surveys, or doing personal interviews. Ayan. Example niyan, the data directly gathered by a field researchers of a government is an example of primary data. Meron akong mga sample dito ng mga primary data. Saan ba yun? Wait lang po. Primary data.
So ito na yung example natin. Makinig kayong mabuti.
Ayan.
Example
ito, interview. Ayan. Tayo mismo yung, kapag sinabing primary data, tayo mismo yung kumukuha ng data or nag-gather ng data. Ayun yung tawag, ayun yung explanation sa primary data. For example, questionnaire. Yeah. Kapag binigay mo sa respondents, ikaw mismo yung nag-gather ng data. Ang tawag doon is primary data. Survey, experimentation, interview, or mail-in questionnaire. No? Yan, kapag sinabi namang secondary data can be collected by reading the research of other researchers. Parang kinuha mo lang yung research ng other researchers. No? Parang kinuha mo yung data nila para maging reference mo. Ganun. Studied of research organization or articles from journals, newspaper. Di ba newspaper, iba ang kumukuha ng data na yan. Then kapag nakita natin, data na siya. Kukunin mo na lang. Makikita mo siya sa dyaryo. No? Yan. Which are basically second-hand information. Kapag sinabing primary, ikaw mismo yung nagkalap ng data or nag-gather ng data. Kapag sinabing secondary, kinuha mo lang sa tao, sa website, sa newspaper, and etc. Gets po? Gets po ba yung primary and secondary data? Thumbs up po kayo kung gets nyo. Okay. Sanchez, Nak, nagtaas ng kamay. Bakit, Nak?
But that is very simple. Pero ba?
Pindot lang po.
Okay.
Yung like lang.
Okay. Thank you. Next. Ayan. Example pala ng secondary data, the data released by the government like the Philippine Statistics Authority, PSA, is an example of secondary data. Kasi government na yung nagkalap nun. Then, pag nakita natin, secondary na lang tayo. Tayo yung second hand na nakakita ng data.
Because it ensures that all
Okay. Try it tayo. Exercise. Example number 1, for a certain study focusing on grade 7 students, Mrs. Anapa wanted to get one representative only from each section in the grade level due to limited resources. In this situation, what are the population and sample? Anyone po? Doon sa example number 1, ano dyan ang sample at ano dyan ang population? Kanabal. Okay na. Okay.
Yung population po, ayun po yung grade 7 level. Tapos yung ano po, sample po, ayun po yung ano, one representative only lang po from ano each section po ng grade 7.
Very good, no? Kapag sinabing population, kabuuan, no? Kabuuan. Yan. All grade 7 students. Bali kabuuan ng buong grade 11. Ayun yung tinatawag na population. Then, yung sample naman, yan, sample naman, yung representative from each section. Yung representative sa bawat section. Ayun yung tinatawag na sample. No? Yan, the population is the entire set of all the data in study. In this example, the population is the grade 7 students. On the other hand, the sample is the set of data drawn from the population. In this example, it is the set of all the representative from each section in the population of the grade 7 level. Number 2. Charmaine wanted to know if her classmates already submitted the necessary forms for a scholarship application. What statistical instrument can she use to ensure accuracy of data? Anyone? Okay. Bali, solution natin, based on the scenario, we can conclude, ayan, Iskares, nak. Sige, nak.
Simple thesis statement, nakita namin na one
Hindi
major
ko na po
idea
malaman, sir. Siguro po
binigay
yung
ng
sa
creator ng thesis statement po. Kasi ang sabi niya
Okay.
I believe the
Ano po,
song reveal should be
para
passed.
po
Eh, paano
malaman
ang ginawa niya ay I
kung gusto
believe
niya
the song
malaman,
reveal
kailangan niya pong interviewin or magbigay na survey dun sa mga
or
po,
I believe
mga
the song
kaklase
reveal
niya.
should be
Okay.
passed.
Tama naman si Iskares, no? Bali, subject completed instruments. Pero ano doon sa subject completed instruments, no? Kasi hindi naman natin na-elaborate kanina, kaya tama pa rin siya, no? Based on the scenario, we can conclude that Charmaine needs to ask her classmate if they already submitted the necessary forms. Due to the possible high number of her classmates, masyadong marami yung classmates niya. Charmaine can have a hard time if she directly check the forms of her classmates one by one. Masyadong time consuming kapag ginawa niya yon, no? Kaya anong ang gagawin niya? Recall the subject completed instruments. Ayun yung sinabi ni Iskares kanina. Subject completed instruments. Pero ano doon sa subject completed instrument?
Example number 2.
Which is also filled by the subject of the study or the ones being studied. In this case, to save time, para daw hindi ubos oras, hindi time consuming, magbibigay na lang siya ng checklist sa mga classmates niya. Checklist po ang tamang sagot. Checklist. Under subject completed instrument. Checklist. Para yung classmate niya, sila na yung mag-check. No? Para pag binigay sa kanya lahat ng data, alam na niya kung sino-sino. No? Kung ano-ano yung data na kailangan niya. Yun. Thumbs up po tayo kung na-gets natin yung example number 1 and 2.
In the most densely populated communities and outside.
Ayan, key points po natin is statistics. Ayan, a branch of mathematics that deals with collecting, organizing, and interpreting data to address a certain phenomena or phenomenon. No? Collecting, pag-gather ng data, organizing, pag-arrange, pag-ayos, interpreting, kung paano i-interpret, kung paano i-analyze, kung paano i-present. Ganun. Population, kabuuan. Then sample, Sample from the population. Descriptive, describe, or summarize. Inferential statistics, make predictions, conclusions, and decisions, or ginagamitan ng critical thinking and analysis. Statistical instrument, it may be researcher or subject completed instruments, no? Ayan, okay. Ungroup data, raw data. Hindi pa natin na-arrange, hindi pa natin nagagawa ng conclusion. Hindi pa natin nalalaman kung ano yung data na yon. Then group data are data presented in the form of frequency distribution. Naka-group na po siya.
So, yung binigay
primary data, ikaw mismo yung pumalap ng data or nag-gather ng data, naghanap ng data. Secondary data, nakuha mo lang yung data sa ibang tao, sa ibang research, sa newspaper, sa libro, or etc. No? Yeah. Lesson 2, frequency distribution table. No? Lesson 2 na po tayo. Frequency distribution table.
Para masabing yan.
Okay? Raagas, pakibasa nga po yung objectives natin.
Ng simple thesis statement, doon na kayo sa improved thesis statement.
Identify and describe a
Okay. Writing strong thesis statements. First, it is always a good idea to consult with your instructor,
Okay.
your research teacher.
Correctly identify and describe a frequency distribution table and correctly organize data using frequency distribution table. Okay, variables are characteristics that vary over time from subject to subject. No?
On your research or possible ba magamit din tayo nila yung
okay, variable, ang sabi sa libro, a variable is a characteristics of objects, people, or events that can take different values. No? Kapag may data ka, syempre hindi naman pwedeng lahat yon parehas. No? For example, nag-gather tayo ng data, nag-collect tayo ng data. Ano ang favorite na ulam ng mga Pilipino kapag tanghalian? Siyempre, hindi naman pwedeng lahat ay sasagot ng sinigang. Hindi naman pwede lahat sasagot ng dinuguan. Hindi naman lahat sasagot ng tinola. No? Ayan. Bali, yung variables are characteristics that vary over time from subject to subject. Pwedeng maging iba-iba. Different values. No? Ayan, no? Is a characteristics of objects, people, or events that can take of different values. No? Kapag pare-parehas, for example, 40 kayo, o tinanong ko kayo anong favorite yung subject, di ba? Siyempre, hindi naman lahat sa inyo ay paborito ang math. Hindi naman sa inyo lahat paborito ang science. Magkakaiba kayo. Ayun po yung tinatawag nating variables. Kapag lahat kayo pare-parehas, ang tawag na doon is constant. Kapag hindi pare-parehas o magkakaiba kayo ng opinion, sagot, ang tawag is variable. Thumbs up po tayo kung na-gets natin ang word na variables in research or in statistics. Okay. Yan. Merong dalawang uri ng variable. It is qualitative and quantitative. No? Ayan. A type of variable that focuses on the quality or characteristics of each experimental unit. No? Kapag sinabing qualitative, quality, hindi tayo kumukuha ng or hindi tayo nagsasama ng numerical value. Ang kinukuha lang natin is quality or characteristics ng isang experimental unit. For example, gender. It may be female or male. Color. Iba't ibang color. Hindi tayo gumagamit ng numerical data or numbers. No? Kapag sinabing gender, female, male. Ano pa? Hair color. Ano pa ba? occupation,
Excellent way to
religious preference, educational attainment, ay yung tinatawag na qualitative variable. Hindi tayo gumagamit ng numerical value. Gets po ba natin? Thumbs up po tayo kung gets natin. Okay, next.
Are the use of metal straws instead of plastic straws
Quantitative variable measures a numerical quantity on each experimental unit. Kapag sinabing qualitative, quality ang tinitignan natin. Kapag sinabing quantitative, quantity ang tinitignan natin. Measures a numerical quantity on each experimental unit. No? Example niyan, height. Sinusukat natin. Involve ang number. Kapag involve ang number, qualitative variable. Yan ang lagi niyong tatandaan. Kapag involve ang number, qualitative variable. Weight, time, and the numbers of objects allow numerical quantity as data for a given experimental unit is a quantitative variable. No? Gets po ba natin si qualitative at si quantitative? Thumbs up po tayo kung gets natin.
Stock knowledge mo lang ay yung simple
Okay.
thesis statement lang.
Ayan.
Paano may improve?
Then sa quantitative variable, meron siyang dalawang under, no? Meron siyang dalawang variable under niya, no? Ang una dito is discrete variable. Discrete variable, a type of quantitative variable that can only assume a countable numbers, whole numbers of values, no? Countable, walang decimal point, hindi pa bago-bago. Walang decimal point, no? For example, mga example niyan. Wait lang.
Solution to the problem of global warming. Because in mass producing metal
Example
straws
dito.
for people to use,
Ayan, the numbers of objects is a discrete
dangerous amount
variable since it only has whole numbers as possible values. For example, ilan kayo sa section nyo? 11 yung 1.
instead
23. Walang butal, walang decimal. 23. Ay yung tinatawag na discrete variable. Meron pang ano dito eh. Meron pa example eh. Wait lang ah. Ayan. Discrete. Wait. Sige. Ayan. Basta ang discrete is walang decimal. Whole number siya kapag binibilang. No? Ayan. Continuous naman. Continuous variable. A type of quantitative variable that can assume more than just countable numbers. More than. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng sa pagitan ng 1 and 2. Pwedeng may decimal. No, ganun lang. Kapag discrete, whole number. Kapag continuous, may decimal. No? Ganun lang. Height. Pwedeng may decimal ang height. No? Weight. Pwedeng may decimal. Time. Are continuous, no?
Sa engineer naman or sa architect, blueprint. Sa kanila mo lang marinig yun. That is a jargon. Sa
Okay.
mga med students naman, of course,
Next, okay tayo sa ano, discrete and continuous. Thumbs up naman tayo kung gets natin.
May jargon na dapat din natin gawin.
Okay.
Quarantine and social distancing
Next,
are effective in fighting COVID-19.
statistical table. Kapag sinabing statistical table, used to organize the data, and which can also help us display the data graphically. Example niyan is frequency distribution.